Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me in GTA 5 as we try to solve the Chiliad mystery. I'm RJ. Right here we have the Altruist camp, and this is really where it all started when it comes to the mystery, because when we first got here, we saw a bunch of naked people shooting at us. There were secret messages everywhere, and it eventually led to the discovery of the Jetpack symbol. Why would it be here out of all places in the game? I mean, that's definitely a good question. But one of the coolest things about this is the fact that you need the sun to actually find the Jetpack symbol. When the sun is shining on the ritual stone perfectly, you can see the symbol itself. And I gotta tell you, if it's not the right time, you really won't even think there's anything special to it. You can come over here, you can see a baseball bat makes up the hind leg. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this. Let's grab the baseball bat. And then it really does not look as definitively like a jetpack symbol, especially exactly like the one right there on the mural. Now, all of the symbols here at this camp are all referencing the sun. Embrace the light, a bunch of things that all tell you to use the sun itself. And the GTA franchise, specifically GTA 3 and beyond, the 3D games, they've all used the sun and the timing. So perhaps the sun is the secret to solving the Chiliad mystery, and that is what we have to use to our advantage and use to, I don't know if you have to use it to unlock something or find something, because we're going to show a new discovery off in this episode. Another one a lot like the jetpack symbol we just saw, where unless you use the sun to your advantage at the right time and make it show off a symbol, you really will not see anything at the particular location that we're going to visit here in this episode. Of course, you come down to this cave right below the Altruist camp, and more messages referring to the sun. Give thanks, praise him. Those are other messages that we probably have to talk about a little bit more in depth at a later time, but the sun symbols that you see here definitely show us the sun itself and how important it is here to Grand Theft Auto 5 and pretty much the Chiliad mystery. And we're trying to find all of these symbols that might point us in the right area. And keep in mind, you do have to be here at the late afternoon to sunset time. That seems to be the time that you need to be to actually show off hidden symbols using the shadows. Now, there's different times that are pretty important, like 3 o'clock, where that has the sun symbol show up at Fort Zancudo. So maybe 3 a.m. is one time. You have, I believe it is 1 a.m. when the spider webs show up in the game. That seems to be an interesting time. And then you also have the late afternoon through the sunset. That is when you could make some very interesting symbols show up that correlate to the Mount Chiliad mystery mural. Now, when I said I was going to go in depth when it comes to the Mount Chiliad mystery, I mean, when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 5, there's so much going on, including some very crazy songs. I remember one of the first songs that was shown off with the game was Sleepwalking, and that had that had lyrics that we wanted to talk about here, because it almost seems like they're pointing us towards something. And then if you look at the music video, there's a green mist everywhere, a green mist that could be very similar to the colors you see here in the game, of course, on the space docker, and showing off the sun, which is beamed down by the Zancudo UFO. Well, we're just really hitting the tip of the iceberg as far as the sun and GTA 5 is concerned. I think there's still some more things to unlock using the sun, perhaps at the late afternoon to sunset time. But let's go ahead and show off some lyrics to this song, Sleepwalking. I think they could show off something huge. So these lyrics look pretty mysterious. They say blue eyes and wandering lips, true lies through fingertips, hidden tales of forbidden. It says this right around the 45-second mark of the song. And if you look at the GTA 5 map around the windmill farm, there does look like there is a hand symbol. So Wispy Woods apparently looked at the lyrics of the song. It took him to the fingertips of the hand. Let's go ahead and check out his video, because he shows off the X for the first time.
we need to understand a bit of time change and why an X in a fucking box just appeared out of fucking nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere. And understand, you guys, it's there. You want to try and debunk that? Go for it. But it's there during sunset.
So there it is. I think it looks pretty obvious. In fact, the first time I saw it, it was definitely pretty striking. I'm kind of surprised we did not come across it by accident sometime sooner. But when you get pretty high up here in the air, the X in the box definitely stands out. It's in front of one of these windmills that is not working. The other ones around it seem to be doing fine. There's another one up to the left I know is broken as well. And this is definitely a location that we've been looking at for a long time. I mean, is this pointing out the windmill in general? Maybe we do have to look at this entire location. Perhaps there is something going on, or maybe this is just a point for us to line up the mural, as some people have done, creating a giant overlay over the San Andreas map, thinking that that is a way to finally find something. Perhaps that'll point us in the right direction, because now that we've found a potential new symbol to line up with the Chiliad Mystery Mural on top of Mount Chiliad, way over there across the map, you know, does that mean we can unlock something, or is it just pointing us in the right direction? I think the biggest thing to take out of this discovery is that the secret is the sun. And maybe it's timing, you know, maybe we do have to use the sun and timing all together, but I really think the sunlight is what could unlock the next huge clue. There's been so many huge games in the past that have really shown off things with the sun. In fact, one game that I really remember is The Legend of Zelda, when they went to the Nintendo 64 releasing Ocarina of Time. That was a game just like GTA 5 and all the other Grand Theft Auto games that had a day-night scale. And then when you got to the sequel to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, that game actually had a moon that crushed the world. You know, it was collapsing on everybody, and your job was to stop it. So for them to maybe incorporate sun and the timing of the day-night scale here, and the you know, just the time lapse of San Andreas into the mystery, I think that would definitely be genius. Also, we do have those other clues that we talked about back there at the Cape. Maybe that's showing us that one of the clues, the one showing us to look at the sun, that one is very significant. So perhaps because that clue is so significant, that means that the other clues are just as significant. The see the eye clue, all of the others, maybe they still have meanings to be unlocked. Let me know what you guys think about the new discovery, the X. It's a little bit polarizing. I know maybe it might not exactly look like some of the X's on the Chiliad Mystery Mural. I think it looks very close, especially with that box around it, the square. That's very interesting. And then if you come down to the base of the windmill, you can see another sun symbol, of course showing us that the sun must be the secret to everything. Once again, let me know what you guys think about the latest discoveries here in Grand Theft Auto 5, and definitely let me know if you find anything going on here at the windmill farm. This place is so trippy. It's crazy how you can see it from pretty much everywhere in GTA 5, yet it's just another location that you don't spend a ton of time actually exploring and visiting. I want to give a special shout out to Reese Carabine. Hopefully I am pronouncing your name right. Really appreciate you and all your support. Thank you guys for joining. We'll have another Chiliad Mystery episode very soon for you. Have a great weekend. We'll bring you plenty of epic content here at Trippy Commentaries. And make sure, as always, stay trippy, my friends.